So there's an instance we have to address, yeah?
Instantly. Instantly.
So, just before the start of the show, there was an in-house running joke where we had our graphic designers make a mistake where inside of our graphics for social media,
What a
he
way to
actually
start
did
the
not
year.
put in one word that changed the entire concept. Now, our topic for today, let you guys know,
Please
is...
put it on the screen.
Perhaps
It's important.
maybe we should actually put it on the screen so that everybody can see. But today we're discussing something very, very interesting. And the topic is this. Listen out now. Gay celebrities deceiving women into marriage in Lagos.
And we are not those
No,
gay
no,
celebrities.
no.
And we remove the topic.
Now, our graphics designer, well, erroneously forgot to put the word before its topic. So what it seems like is like...
Where the people...
We're the gay celebrities in Lagos.
So just in case you caught that before we went on a break, that was what it was. In any case, we're going to be talking about that and much more. But first, let's address our first and many more quick fires for today. So our first quick fire is something very interesting. Edochie got into it again this year with Edochie, his estranged wife. Are they divorced yet? They're not divorced yet.
Emphasis on again. I don't even know what's up with their
I'm very
relationship.
confused. So his wife had put something out, I think the first of the year, about her experience for 2023 and how it made her who she is now. She made references that undeniably were actually references to Yule, how he had stolen this and that from her, and also her own flesh. Maybe a reference to her being pregnant at the start of the year or something like that, I'm not mistaken. However, only just yesterday into today, he had a post up on social media where he addressed the situation. And this was what he said. I'm going to read all of it. Addressing his wife here, he says, 2023 stole your flesh and blood, but you still had enough time to do breast enlargement surgery and tummy tuck without your husband's consent, obviously endorsed by your married boyfriend. Enough of this manipulation. Stop manipulating people on social media to hate me and feel pity for you while you enjoy your life secretly, because they don't know the real you. I will not take it in 2024. I've been silent for too long. I've been doing my best to protect you, your image, while you're doing all you can to destroy me. Enough, he said. I'm not an advocate for anybody, any side, whether right or wrong, when you bring your marriage problems onto social media. I do not believe that it's our business, but then that's just me. Who's going to go first? Let me go with Okay, let me go with Dek.
Yes.
So you see, the thing is, I'm so sorry to all parties, but I think I'm beginning to be tired of this whole Yul Edochie's issue.
Everybody is.
No, I'm totally. I mean, we had a conversation about these people on this same program, and we talked about the fact that it's enough. It is seeming to become a business thing now.
Yeah.
It is, it is beginning to look like they're trying to chase clout. This stuff has ended. Let it end in 2023. Why do you want to start this thing again in 2024 again? I mean, whatever problems might have, transpired between the both of you should be in the past. Why bring it again to the fore and so that people will start talking about it? I mean, of course, this is exactly what they wanted, for people to talk about it. All right? You are talking about the fact that your wife went to do something and something. Why do we have to know about that? Why do we need to know about that? Why are we knowing about that?
And tummy
I'm
tuck.
sure that a lot of people have probably seen this lady and they didn't even notice that she did anything in the
Was it
first
his
place.
business if she
Why
chose
are
to
you-
do?
what?
Was it his
So-
business if she chose to have those procedures at this moment while they're estranged?
I don't think he was talking from the place of being estranged. He was talking from a place of whilst
being
they
married.
were still married.
While they were still married. Okay.
Yes. You
Well, that's not in
understand?
2023. His reference seems to be in 2023. She had these procedures.
Well, they left each other in 2023 now.
No, but if you look at it from his point of view, if we're being unbiased, which a lot of people are not, if we're being unbiased, I kind of like see his points. Okay, in this whole saga, I'm on that guy then drag pass.
Oh, yes, absolutely, I agree.
Followed by his new wife. Now, it's like, 2023 was a drag year for you. But in that drag year, you still go do...
Tummy tuck
Yes.
and other procedures.
How is he dragging? I see it from his point of view. But also, maybe it's damage control. I don't know what he's trying to do. But I think he should just let it go. Like,
It's a
he should just
thing.
let it go.
There's no
Gang,
reason
was
to
it his
drag
business,
this.
his
Well,
restraining
there's
order
no
and the
reason.
procedure done.
For people that like these people and they like the gist, it can't stop. It can't stop, Dick. This is season 4.
No.
You understand?
I think-
they have to give us a new season to follow up on their story and their
Gang,
lifestyle
I'm so
that they
sorry
have
to
put on
interject.
social
So sorry
media.
to interject. Somebody said, you see, I love
That
what
was
you
my
just
eye.
said. You talked about a new season. I think somebody came out last week to talk about something on Twitter. This guy says that I think he's disappointed in the way Yul and his family May have handled this whole situation, right? That they could have actually milked the situation. It went on and on about how they could have made money from this clout.
It's a business.
And
after
to
all.
me, it meant it only it only went on to show me that so people actually do this thing to make money.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But that's the world we live in,
So why
though.
are we giving ourselves headache about?
No, but that's the world we live in.
I
But
have-
that's what it's all about. Here's the funny thing.
Why?
Because now, in all honesty, we want to know what now happens after this.
Why do we want to know?
Because that's part of
Because
for you
they
to-
made it our
They-
business.
They
No,
made it
they
our
made it our
business.
business.
Yeah.
I said it's part of the series. This is season 4. Or whatever season it is. Now we want to see what the next response is going to be. Like you said, we didn't know that she had some breast enhancement and tummy tuck. Now when I see her, I'm
Which-
going to be like, okay.
No, no,
You're gonna look out
no,
for
no,
it.
but if we're going to
Why
be
does
honest,
guy want
no,
to
no,
know?
no, no,
So you want to watch?
you guys, if we're going to be honest, look at it from his point of view.
Okay.
And my grandmother used to say, person where they pinch person, no, they make noise. Now the person where they pinch, they shout.
Go no.
So all the while, it's your that we all, this guy, that, that. So, until you still go, well, you lost the child. Like, it's a lot. For me, when I'm like, if this is true, then
Maybe she was trying to
Well,
cope
I'm so
with
sorry.
the hang on a second. Maybe she was trying to devil's advocate here.
okay.
Maybe she was trying to cope with the loss of such.
Exactly. That's
by
what I was trying to say.
rising the-
I was saying that. What if?
position of-
Yes.
Yes. What if that was a
So
a
this
way
year we not
to-
agree for anybody. So if you adjust how does that help you cope?
So that's not the thing.
It's called
not
upliftment.
about. It's not.
It makes you feel.
It is not about. Femi, it is not about the act itself. It
Okay.
is the fact that she's doing something to make herself feel better.
Yes.
Or to make herself feel good.
So you guys, let me.
It's not the
so I had,
act
a friend,
itself.
I had a friend one time. She was married and she left her house. She went to do tummy talk. She didn't tell her husband. He found out maybe like the day after. And in all honesty, I mean she's my friend, so I can't really. But I'm like, people know where low, because from her point of view, she felt it was justified. I'm doing it for me. It's me. I'm like, when you are married, there's no me.
There's no me.
It's us. Like, let's be realistic.
Yeah, but in
I-
this
I
case,
should have
they're
been
strange.
told,
In this
right?
case, they're not even married. So
Well,
was it still his
well.
business? He's married to somebody else. Let's remember.
So that is why I'm saying to you.
Tell you what, I'm
true,
sure
hold on,
we'll-
hold on.
we'll-
True.
we'll-
So that's why I'm saying
Let's
that.
put a pin in it, yeah?
Okay.
Because we'll come back to this when we get your messages. But let's move on to our next quick fire. Now, you guys have been hearing much about Toyin Lawani and what's going on, the statement that she put out. Can I read that statement and then also give you somebody's reaction from after? Now, this is off of Tiana's Place Empire, that's Toyin Lawani's page. She says, can we talk about how gay men are having normalized, oh, that's a typo there from her on her side. Have normalized being married with kids and sleeping with men around Lagos. Like seriously, I can't even get over what I just saw, and I see this Jigga, she says, with his wife forming love on social media. And Jigga is busy doing stuff with guys. Some of your fams or your faves are on this table, she continues. But why are y'all deceiving those innocent women? 2024, them say no agree for anybody. I beg this year, make I talk everything way I dey see. Or make I agree, she asks. Very interestingly, there was a reaction to this from Bisi Alimi, who's a known gay activist who doesn't live in Nigeria, however. And in his vocal response, which was on video, he said, but hang on a second. You have a business and a personality that is built totally around and by people of the same sexual orientation that you are casting right now. So what gives?
Ouch.
It was very vocal.
Ouch.
It was very passionate.
Knock out.
So, I don't know, gang, what you want to say?
I know you're coming to me first as the as the non-gay. To be honest, you know, where do I even start? In this kind of situation, when I hear such stories, I like receipts. I like name calling. You know, kind of like a Cat Williams situation.
I like
Come
drag
out and mention. Let's know the people that you're saying
Yeah.
are married and at the same time are being with other men. Don't just put it out there and give the impression that a huge number of people in Lagos are doing this and living this lifestyle. Do you understand? Maybe because it's something that's affected you personally. But at the same time, yes, the nature of her business caters to people of such. I really don't know what the plan was when she decided to have this rant and how it will affect her business-wise. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I do.
But then at the same time,
I think she was just disgusted by a certain instance she must have seen.
Yes.
And she
But
specifically
what did
mentioned
she
that
see?
instance. She says there is this guy who they do love. I know how people like to
stop
their
doing
love.
a Nedu where you
know.
won't give us names and you just say you saw something.
Let's
Come
see.
out and say A was with B.
But hang on. To address the subject or to try and focus on the subject that she was actually talking about is the fact that there are people, and here in Lagos, men who actually live such lives. It's called a beard, where you get married, you know you have such a sexual orientation. But because in Nigeria, perhaps because it's illegal, you decide to, okay, let me have a wife and kids and bring them into the instance, and mess up their lives, that kind of thing, is what she's saying.
Okay.
And then you are now very flowery, or rather, you're flowery around men, and then on social media, you're very cozy and lovey-dovey with your wife. So do you have that right to actually do this to your family while you're actually of a certain kind of orientation, is what she's saying?
So
I think-
here's another
I think-
thing.
I think-
Are you
Yeah,
telling me now that the
let's-
wives don't know that these men are gay?
So I was going there. So you see, one thing you must also understand is we tend to misquote people sometimes. If you read properly what Toyin Lawani said, I don't think she doesn't like gay people. No. She said, do not deceive women by marrying them when you are of the other side.
Are those women really being deceived?
Now, hold on. Now, we need to now break it down into different strata. The first is, do they know about it? That's the women. Do they know about this? Two, you're looking at these people from the perspective of, okay, somebody's cheating someone. What if they had an agreement that, okay, you know what? I want to marry you for so and so. Let me be living my life. Agreement. The other part is the fact that, do you know that some brand will not work with you openly if they know or if they had an inclination that you were into such lifestyle? Did you also know that it also works both ways? There are people who are in, high offices who will come at you, and if you don't get. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get where you're
No,
coming from.
you're
So-
being Nedu there.
See,
we don't get it.
See,
So
what
I'm just
wait,
saying.
I need to say something
There are
now.
different ways to look at it.
What I'm going to say might be a little bit controversial. Because, first and foremost, they say deceit. You married this woman. You fathered children with her. So she has gotten the husband and the kids that she wanted.
Right.
Now, this is the challenge here. A man marries a woman, sleeps with another woman is problem. Sleeps with another man is problem. Who should you sleep with? You get where I'm coming from? So I don't understand it.
I'm confused. I'm trying to wrap my head around
no,
that.
you get me.
actually,
You're
guy.
married
I know they the frame, sir.
with. No,
I
with you,
just
you're
want
not
to-
gay. You are not
No,
gay.
I know they this frame. So that when they
You are
post-
coming from.
when they
So,
post this thing, I
the
know
married
they
man,
do.
let me tell you what happens, especially in a city like Lagos. You'll be hearing stories like a married man with children was now with one other woman, and that's now a big issue. Oh, you're not faithful, you're blah, blah, blah. So the married man decides not to be with other women, let me be with other men. And then you now hear
Is
more
it that-
story.
But do you
Easy,
realize
guy.
that you sound like a gay right activist right now?
No, but the thing, if you need to.
No, like
so,
we're
it's-
gang.
so what you're trying to say now is that we know, all we're saying is that married men should stay faithful to their wives, right? I mean, that's the.
I'm lost with your.
That's what we're saying.
I know
I'm logic
the-
here, gang.
I know
For the
for-
first time,
I know
man,
for-
Why
for
are
the
you
first
people?
time I'm
Why are you
actually
scared?
lost. No,
Why?
I'm
No,
not
because I don't even understand what
I'm
he's saying.
trying to understand, gang. I'm
He's
really
saying
trying
This is
that
what
you
this is
should
the point
be
I'm
faithful
making.
to
No,
your
let me
wife.
see,
That's what I'm
if
saying.
they can
Married
help.
men like us should be faithful to our wives and be with our wives only.
Yes.
Once you decide to step outside your marriage, then the gender.
Try and make sure that the
who
gender
are
is
you-
the
who are you
opposite
now
side.
allowed to do it?
No. Just reward
I'm
that.
still-
Reward it. Think it through.
Married men should stay faithful.
Now, I
If
think
you're,
we
going
should
to be
stop
un- if you're going to be unfaithful,
Uh-huh.
who should you be unfaithful with?
I mean,
Who should you be unfaithful
quote
with?
and unquote. gang.
A fellow woman or a
I
fellow
haven't
man.
heard your take on this.
No, bro, I don't understand how you're going to be married to someone and you tell me that you don't know that the person is gay. It's not possible now.
It's actually
It's possible.
very possible.
Very
bro,
possible.
like,
It is
hard,
very
bro.
Oh, no, hang on a second. Let him tell us.
No,
So,
because, okay,
what
so-
are the features of a gay
How did
person?
you get the kids that you have, though? Did you guys buy them?
Oh,
First question.
Well, they're bisexual. Naturally,
Oh,
you would
okay.
have bisexual
but
couples.
No, gay is gay.
Gay is gay. Like, see, that bisexual is just like trying to make it sound.
Gay is gay.
So let me be honest with you, right? When I traveled last year,
To a gay country.
Gay experience.
a-
Big gay experience
to
coming
a
up.
gay,
For
oriented country,
Yeah.
right?
Cuts,
I
cuts
saw a
away.
friend who is actually
I'm
gay.
in the shots.
Yeah.
Marcelo is in the
And
shots.
when
Zoom
they-
in on him.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And when they're talking to you, they talk to you like
Normal people.
normal people.
nothing different
There's
about it.
nothing different.
Of course, there's
they're
no difference.
amazing set
So
of
how do
people.
you know they're gay, though?
I'm not an homophobic person.
I am.
You must understand. I'm not homophobic.
I am.
Now let me tell you.
That
let
is
me-
okay, I am.
Okay, that is the headline.
No, but
Femi says
I have a right to
he's
be, though.
homophobic.
let nobody have a right to be, though.
No, but,
But let me
he's
tell
not
you-
really
I don't,
like
I
that.
know, but guess what?
No,
I
no, let me tell you.
So
Both
let
of you
let-
together.
no,
Let them
let-
go
let-
ahead.
no, but let me clear. I don't hate lesbians.
No, you have said you're homophobic. I was reading of the word
I
homophobic.
think I had to. Let's be clear.
Wait.
I don't understand how
Now,
to
here's
say that.
another thing. It seems like the spotlight is on gay men.
Yes.
So
I don't
why
have a
is there no
problem
such
with-
spotlight on gay women?
Because
I
deep
think
down
we're gonna
inside,
have a-
because
we're
deep
gonna
down
have a
inside,
conversation.
deep
See,
down inside,
Zero.
everybody, when it's gay women,
We are going to see. Let me
interesting.
tell you something. We're going to have a very serious conversation about what you just said in another episode.
Oh, shit.
Do you know that lesbian women are way more than gay men in Nigeria?
No, lesbian women in married lesbian women.
That is another topic. We have girl to girl more.
No. So
We have
this
married women who actually pick girls.
Where these people they see these
Deck,
statistics?
can I let me try and
They
tailor
play.
this very let me try and put us back on the real here. Now we're talking about instances where gay men go into marriages and they're being outed right now. They're in focus currently. However, what I think you're trying to say, what I think we're trying to say here is that there are also, and even probably more, lesbian women in marriages,
Marriages.
Well,
but
nobody
they
ha-
don't get the
Nobody-
focus on them because like,
nobody has a
according to
problem
Femi,
with
it's-
lesbians.
it's pretty
Nobody has a
easy.
problem
Let me give you an
with
example of what you're
Nobody-
saying.
nobody
A
has
friend
a
of
problem
mine,
with
in
them.
fact, my neighbor said that his wife was, or my former neighbor, because we're not neighbors anymore.
The guy just saved
When
me.
to-
He just saved me, neighbor.
No, not
You don't
just
back
say
up.
me,
no,
neighbor.
honestly,
The guy had a
honestly,
part tomorrow.
we're not neighbors anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
But my former neighbor said his wife had a friend who they were so close that they were always together. They wear the same clothes, go out together and all of that. They come into the room
he have a problem with
together.
that?
Dude will be downstairs because this guy works heavily. He's always working, and his wife will be sleeping with a girl in the room.
But did he have a problem with that, though?
He didn't know about it.
Would
When
he
he
have
found
had
out, he
a
was
problem?
heartbroken.
He was heartbroken.
Yes, he felt bad.
That
See,
he didn't
that
invite-
guy-
Wait, hold on.
That he
That
didn't
he didn't
invite
invite him.
I don't know if whether that was
No,
the
because
issue.
we need to be
because
clear.
at the end of the day, let me now bust your mind. This guy, when he broke up with his wife, he went after that girl.
Siri, my nigga.
So that means he knew. And that
wa-
guy, first of all,
He-
apart from,
that was when he
apart
knew.
from
It
being
was
very
the girl
stupid,
that told
that
him.
told him.
Yes.
See, listen, let me tell you
It
something.
was the girl that
A
told
lot
him.
of people, a
That
lot of
when he's
people
downstairs,
use this
that
as
they're
a
But that guy
upstairs.
didn't. That guy
I'm not
didn't.
listening to guy
No,
here,
but that guy
guy.
didn't.
A
handle
lot
that
of people
situation
use this
properly,
as an excuse because they don't tell themselves the truth. The signs are always
though.
there.
Yeah, you can see it.
The
now.
signs are
Come
always
on,
there.
can
You
see it.
just choose not to read the
ju-
signs or you play blind. You
ignore
get
it,
where I'm coming
exactly,
from?
yeah.
The signs are there for you to know these things.
Tell you what I'm gonna do, gang. This is supposed to be our main topic, so we're gonna definitely come back to it. And we expect you guys to send in your messages. Use the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. We're currently running right now on social media, so make sure that you send in those comments. Okay. Let's take a very short break. Let's simmer down because we've got much more to talk about for 2024. Now, I'm gonna implore that please the producers make sure that they cut
when they are
when I
supposed to
say
cut.
cut because we don't trust gang no more. So cut.
We don't know the gang. We actually don't know the gang.
We'll be back. We're back, and boy, we need another show for after the show
And now
because
they go ban them straight.
yeah, we can't have these topics that we talk while we're not on air because it's really deep.
Especially as
has
straight
some,
men.
Gang has some explaining to do after the show.
A lot.
Or maybe some education come this
lot,
way. In
actually.
any case, let's move on to our next quick fire. We're expecting your messages using the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. It's Mazido, Okwaluwafemi, Deck, and of course, GANG Gang. Our next quick fire, this one's very interesting. Listen to this story. My friend is having a big problem in his marriage. He's newly wedded for 8 months. Now, here it is. He works in the same bank with his ex-girlfriend. Now, he's comfortable and well-to-do. He works in a bank in Nigeria and earns more than ₦1 million monthly, plus other benefits. He has opened shops for his wife in different locations, and these are also doing well, too. But here's where the problem lies. His wife wants him to resign from his job, and the reason for that is that she is not comfortable with the husband working in the same bank with his ex. She is scared that they might be getting back together. The wife's family are also involved, and they also support this. The husband's family told him to find a way to tackle it because they don't want to get involved. Have you had that instance before?
No,
It hasn't happened to you?
not at all.
Okay, have you had that
No,
instance?
but you can't fumble the bread now. Why are you going to fumble the bag? Like, are you
Why
okay?
will you- I
So
say-
which is
Like,
more
it's
important,
not-
your relationship or the bag?
Well, without the bag, there's no relationship. What are we talking about?
So you're saying relationships are predicated or based on that bag?
If you cannot provide as a man, she know they see you as man. So what are we talking about? All of this conversation would not even be possible if that dude was struggling. And so what are we talking about? Don't kill the chicken that lays the golden egg.
Come on, man.
God
Come on,
bless you,
man.
man.
I said, like, what are we talking about? Oh, leave the bank, your ex is there.
They play.
Wow.
They play.
Listen, first and foremost, everybody has an ex. Everybody has an ex. Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
And based on certain emotions, now come and tell your husband to quit his job,
Where
to
they bring
resign
bread.
because of your ex. The ex is there making the bread. She doesn't even know if you exist or not. She doesn't even care about you. And then you now want your husband to drop this and look for work somewhere else. So your husband should work anywhere that there's no ex.
So are you saying that such a wife is insecure is what you're saying?
Of course, 115%.
So I won't say insecure.
Insecure is even small. Insecure is a small word.
Honestly, I won't say it's insecure. It's just being irrational. You're not being
She's
rational.
she's
Like,
insecure, she's childish, she's foolish. Do you understand? She's untrusting.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
There's a whole
Guys,
list.
It's okay.
Because the man has decided to make you.
got a new
This is
guy
what people
this
don't
year. This
understand.
updates.
No.
These
There's something I
updates.
need to make people understand. I've
Gang
decided to make
2.0.
you my wife. I have exes. Unfortunately, none of them qualified. You qualify. I've made you my wife. I've given you my name. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I have this job that's lucrative, that's paying me so much. And just because my ex happens to be there, the one that I decided didn't even qualify to be my
True
wife.
that, true that, true.
You're not telling me to throw all of this away because she works there. Instead of you to suggest that my ex leaves the bank,
Well, listen,
leaves the place of work,
it's very obvious
I'm
that
the one that should now leave. By the time I now come home unemployed and I can't provide, you now call me
You will still
useless
leave
man.
him.
You now say
You will still leave him.
it's very obvious that this year, 2024, we did get an update for Gang. That's like Gang 2.0.
Bro,
Oh,
No, but
we're still very worried about
I like things that have
certain
sense.
kinks in the armor here.
You guys,
but
you know, I tried to
we're
quit
gonna-
drinking 2023. And you guys now give me.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
You guys don't give me this.
would the situation be any different if it was you or us as gentlemen and our wives live or working in such an environment with an ex?
We're not that foolish.
like-
Are you sure?
Like-
Yes.
Are you sure
like
men
Gang
are not
said.
that petty?
Say, wait, hold on.
See.
So, like Gang said, this is a case of insecurity. If you trust your spouse, there's no reason for you to be scared that your spouse works in the same
What if you
environment
don't
with the
trust
ex.
your spouse?
That's the thing. That's exactly what's at play.
Can I be honest with you?
Obviously,
I want him to finish. please.
she obviously doesn't trust
Trust.
her husband.
Why does she not trust her husband?
Maybe,
Were there other
maybe,
instances?
maybe he had some other
Could it be
instances
that
or something
the
that
instance
you know.
happened while they were married? For
You never
instance?
can tell. These
No, but
things,
you know-
these things happen.
You know, all this.
You know,
just
see, let me
goes-
tell you something. Trust is like an egg, right? Once you drop it,
Yeah.
you can put it back together. All right? But you see, there's some certain things that you refer to as extreme. Telling your husband to leave a job as lucrative as that is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense in whatever way you want to look at it.
The reason why you're
You
telling
could
him
have
that's the
even
problem.
said to him, okay, babes, can you request for a transfer?
That's to where?
That's no,
Leave
to
your family
another
and
branch.
Another branch inside of the same state. Okay, I get you.
Inside of the same state. That's still reasonable. But how do you tell your spouse to leave a job because of somebody? Why don't you come to the office every day to come and check on me to know that I'm not with the
Ding,
person?
ding, ding, ding. That's a very interesting.
Do you
I
understand
was
what I'm
going to go
saying?
there. So now, in such a situation, what responsibility does the wife have if he refuses to leave that job?
She can call him every 30 minutes.
Call him every 30 minutes.
She
Doesn't
can
that
call him every
another
30.
this
She
level
can
of
text him
irrational-
or tell him, baby, send me a
irrationality?
message every 40 minutes or every hour or every 2 hours. I'm going to come and check up on you. I'm dropping lunch for you. Just to
doesn't
solve
change
bro, but that
anything.
doesn't change anything, though.
See, I am just literally feeding.
Do you know the
a
problem I
sarcasm.
have with this?
It's ridiculous.
The problem I have is that, okay, you don't trust your husband, right? Because he's working with his ex. Even if, so that means whether he's with his ex or not, you don't trust him in general.
What if-
What makes you feel as if he goes somewhere else, he won't be fooling around?
That is the thing. What if, in fact, let me even interest
So
you.
the fact that you don't
Let
trust
me
him, you've
interest you
already
to know
given
something.
him the
Guy,
green light to
what
be a
if
fool.
the guy is not even looking at the ex, he's looking at someone
At somebody
entirely
else.
different in that same bank? So what do you want to do?
Exactly.
Do you want to blindfold your husband that, okay, he's a blind man, he has to be walking blind? What exactly are
Now,
you talking
at
about?
the same time, some people want to flip it and say, what if our wives are working with their exes?
I just did that. Were you listening?
Yeah, I was listening. No, but to an extent, what I wanted to say now is that I don't think if a man gives his wife a certain level of trust, do you understand? She's the one that can mess it up. I was about to curse. She's the one that can mess it up. You get me? And you're making that kind of bag. Honey, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, so do we agree that men have a certain kind of blinders, like race horses, where,
So for me,
you know, when it comes to these instances, if my wife was in that instance, I wouldn't actually see that there was anything wrong with it. Are we just built that way, or?
no, I think
And if women are built that way, is that a mechanism to try and keep men on the straight and
But
narrow?
I think men generally are more rational. Like, regardless of what they feel,
True.
they always still rational. Okay, look, this auntie's making bread.
It's okay.
Ignore. Women, they're always in their feelings. Like, I your girlfriend. Why is your shirt white today? You want to go and see her? But in all honesty, it still circles back to what I always say. For as long as the woman, in any situation, for as long as the woman is contributing to the upkeep of the house, always make sure that you live a life that only you can finance. Because in a situation where your wife works with her ex and you're not comfortable with it, you can't tell her to not stop working because your lifestyle will drop.
Yeah.
But if that income was inconsequential,
Like Femi will say,
like fill in the gap.
I agree with Femi so much. But then, you know, at the same time, if your wife, see, the way I operate, I'm like, the ball is in your court. If you want to go and be stupid, be stupid. You're working with your ex. Unfortunately, it's a situation whereby you have to work with him. But he's your ex. He's not your husband. If you're the one that wants to be stupid now and still have involvements with your ex, like we said earlier on, you can always get involved with somebody else and not the ex. If you still decide to go and mess up the bread by being involved with your ex, that's on you. But a lot of men, like you said, are very rational and give you that.
They'll cut
give you that
you
free
cut
hand.
you slack.
You know,
They
I'm going
cut
to
you
look at
slack.
it. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to look at it from another perspective. I think that lady does not love her husband. For her to even think about, you know, truncating his bread.
what is love? Sorry.
Nah, you
so,
don't go drag this year
hang on,
first.
I don't care.
Nah, you never
I don't care.
drag this
And
year
I'll tell
first.
you why.
For
you
before
to
you go any further,
Okay.
before you complicate it any further.
Stop.
Let him cast himself.
No
They never dragged
wahala.
this guy
No
before.
wahala. Let them drag.
I'm supposed to be the host, but if you want to take my job,
Hold on,
I still get paid
No,
at the end
just
of the month.
slow down. Go in deeper.
But look at it. You don't trust your husband. That's
Nah,
okay.
focus on that,
But
man.
must you? Wait happen.
He will never cast.
But for whatever it is, or for whatever it is that you're thinking in your head, what exactly would give you that thought?
But that's how
That you need to
but here-
leave your
okay,
job,
so let me,
a job that fits
No, but so-
myself
bro,
and you.
Bro,
No, do
if
know
I'm
that
gonna
inside
drag-
the
no,
story,
but
inside
guys-
the story, it was noted that
no,
he had set her up multiple
no, but you guys-
stores,
you guys-
That's what
and
I'm
that these
saying.
stores
No,
work
you guys-
So
well.
wait,
You
he
guys-
will leave his good paying job and go and be the manager of the
No, but you guys-
of the stores.
No, but you
Or
guys,
what?
let's be honest. That's actually how the mind of a woman works. If we're going to be honest.
Isn't that a fail safe in any
Every
way?
day you step out of your house, every day, and you're fresh to death. She's like, so where did you go? Does it not be honest? This is 2024. Let's stop lying. Be honest.
Where to see so Jack, where are you going? Why are you dressed like this? It never happened to you before. It never happened to you before.
You don't know, man.
It never
No,
happened.
man.
So that's the way women were like, why are you looking fresh and you're leaving the house? That's the way their mind works. Your job is
Is
to
to assure
understand that,
them.
okay, no, it's all for you.
It's all for
but
you, babes.
If not, problem. There was a time in my life that I didn't used to put any thought into my appearance. When I started to say, no, I must look like whatever. One day she just said, where you did go? I was like, I'm going to work. Which work?
Why are you this fresh for?
Which work?
But I am the rich uncle. I have to look the part.
Which work? You are going to the supermarket and you're dressed like this. Why? I felt bad. But that's
It's
the way,
just the way
that's the
women-
way women
Alright,
are.
let's
the
leave it there for
mindset of
now.
a woman.
We'll come
Mindset
back
of
to
a
that with
woman.
your messages. I don't know if you guys saw that very adorable, I call it adorable video of this old man who went over to his neighbors, knocked
Yes.
or rang the bell, and
For
a very
Wi-Fi.
interesting conversation ensued. Now, it might have been, I don't know, in his 70s or 80s, but this elderly man walked up to his neighbor's doorbell, rang it, and a communication ensued where he demanded and queried why his neighbor would password his
It's
Wi-Fi.
actually a skit.
No, it wasn't a skit.
Skit.
Was it a skit though?
Yeah, so he has another one where he went to complain that
Oh,
that it
you
doesn't give.
spoiled it because that was very interesting.
I
was gonna
know,
go
I'm
on it.
sorry, I have
No, but
the
it's
second
right.
video.
But if
Yeah.
you're saying that it was a skit,
It was a skit,
I just
yeah.
wanted to say something.
But it was a very realistic
It was
skit.
very realistic, and I do know elderly people who are that way. In this skit, as Dick has made us know, he demanded why his neighbor would password his,
His
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi.
and that, hey, whatever comes out of your house anyway is
It's
left
public
over.
property.
It's public, so I should be able to use it.
No,
But,
but so,
you know,
so this thing.
It's
as fun-
real.
No, but as funny as it sounds,
Mhm.
when I had the store in Yaba,
Mhm.
the Wi-Fi wasn't passworded because it was unlimited. And one day I was just in my devil mood. Why? Just change the password. And then they gave me like. I tried to notice that everybody was looking at me funny. I'm on one old back and take Uncle Femi, good day now. Edochie password the Wi-Fi. Translation: why did you password the Wi-Fi? I'm like.
so it was a real instance in your
Bro,
case.
I come out by myself. And I even printed the password. Because it's unlimited.
Are you serious?
In all honesty, you actually don't know what you do for people.
True.
True,
You
Consciously.
don't know what you do
True.
for people.
Boom, boom.
Like in your mind, you just live.
Yeah, it's
Just
funny
do
that I remember
Yeah.
when I used to work in Abuja, one of the stations I started in Abuja. I don't want to give you guys free promo. They had like the best network.
Is that one in it?
Yes, that one. So they had like one of the best networks. So some of my friends used to come and park outside the office
Just use
and
the
just
Wi-Fi.
connect to the Wi-Fi,
Oh.
and it was free flowing and crazy. And they were like, I said, "Oh, they're outside. Are you coming in?" No, I didn't come to see.
I
you.
didn't
just
come to
came,
see you. I came to
came
use
to the
Wi-Fi, bro.
came to use the Wi-Fi, and I was like, "If we password this," he said, "No, don't do
man,
that.
don't try am.
So you'd be surprised. And it
There'll
was
be a
unlimited
protest
as
at
well.
the gate.
It was
If you guys-
unlimited. It was unlimited as well. So you have no idea what you're doing, like
For
you said,
people.
for other people.
Other- you don't.
But by the time you decide to password, somebody will be like, guy, what's
why?
going on now?
Why? You don't
We
be
were
proud.
enjoying this
Your
small
shoulder on the
benefits.
eye. Your shoulder
But
on
if
the
you
eye.
now listen to that skit as well, you will now see that the guy was like, things were going slow and it was affecting the owner of the Wi-Fi. So he decided to block it. But that guy was like, no, see, what's going on in your house, Charles? But what
It
It was a
comes
long
outside?
conversation.
Now, let me know.
Very long conversation.
The bro.
The guy kept, convincing him that this
this
side,
is Bikini
this
leather.
side, is
Bikini
remnant. You can't use this side.
Yeah.
You
Bikini
can't leave out.
Leave this
All
thing.
right, that's a very interesting one.
enjoying.
Just something to ha about. That's good. Now, we started the show with a very interesting topic, talking about the fact that, well, Tony Lawani has said that there are gay celebrities in Lagos who are living lives, normal lives, and yet outside there, gay, outside of their marriages. We asked the question, we posed the question whether or why it seemed that the focus is on gay men instead of lesbians who are actually in marriages as well. So we're wondering whether you guys have sent in messages. Apparently, there have been a couple of messages sent regarding that specific topic, and I'm going to take one. But let's do a very short break, and then when we get back, we're going to take your messages on that one and also one more quick fire. But hang on, producers. We'll be back. Now, take us out.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
Welcome back, and it's still the Black Table. We're here, Mazino Deck, Oluwafemi, and of course, Mr. Gang. We're having a while of a
Non-gay
time.
gang.
Please, if anybody has the, what do you call them? What do you call no, not malware. What do you call those things? I use a Mac, so I don't have problem with viruses.
Nice
Antivirus.
one.
If you have the antivirus, we need it for this
Nice
version.
one. I like
here.
that.
No, but
We would like
this
to restore-
update, we don't know the one
we
we
would like
got.
to
We are
restore-
not
I
the
love,
former gang.
I love this.
The
No,
2023 version. In any
Because
case,
this 2024 is not working,
So,
though.
we were talking about the fact about Toyin Lawani's entry into social media over the weekend, how it got everybody talking, including the gay activist Toyin Lawani, no, not Toyin, Bisi Alimi from outside of the country. Now, we live in a country where it is illegal to be gay. Let's remember that. First off. So there, my director just said something.
What is it? I heard it. I heard
My director just said something into my ear. Would you please stay out of this, Olandi? Thank you very much. Now, noting that, let's note the effect that it has on gay people. That it drives them into communities. In fact, only just last month, there are, I hope I'm not outing anybody here. There are, yeah, I'm outing somebody here, but I'm the press. That's what we do. There are instances inside of the island in Lekki where it was said that there were very huge communities meeting to celebrate, you know, their orientation, which is fine by me. I'm not homophobic, quite frankly, and that's fantastic. That's okay. You want to be you, be you. Anyhow you want
Femi
to
is
express it.
homophobic, by the way.
But
Just need to put that out there.
but I
But
don't
let me
think. Let's
I
be-
just needed to
no,
put
no,
that out there.
Yeah, but let's be clear.
I'm not
to
done.
me, lesbians are not gay.
I thought it was going to say something important.
No. It's very important.
In
Why are
any
you
case,
saying that?
It's
now?
very important to
Deck,
clarify.
Femi, hang on a second, ladies.
It's very important to clarify.
It's okay.
Ladies, hang on.
Women, to me, can never be gay.
Ladies, please stop. In any case, I'm talking about the effect that the condition or the law that we have in Nigeria, what it has on people who have these sexual orientations, how it drives them, you know, into different little dark corners and everything. Would it be any different if we didn't have such a law in Nigeria?
Do you guys realize that that law is actually almost targeted at gay men, not women?
Please explain.
Because in the Nigerian context, when you say gay, be honest, what comes to mind?
Men.
So
I'm
you,
vindicated.
so
To
you,
everybody.
okay. So I don't want
In
to
the
talk.
Nigerian
I
context,
don't want to
however.
talk about this, but you know,
We're already talking
let me
about
just
it, though.
let me just give a scenario, right? So imagine that you had somebody, all right, maybe like a family member whose child decides to be lesbian and she wants to get married to a lady. What would be your take?
In Nigeria, first of all, it's impossible. You can't.
No, not in Nigeria.
Okay. What would be my take?
Yes, this is a
somebody's-
Nigerian girl.
A relative's child.
What
Yeah?
would you think?
It's your life. It's
Peace.
uses.
Adios.
Okay, what if it was your child? What
Peace.
if?
So I
No,
always say this.
please, I'm so sorry.
No, but
I mean,
I always try to tell people this. Like, you need to understand that you don't own anybody.
I
Our
agree.
greatest problem is the fact that you feel like you should
This
be
is
like
my child. This is mine.
This is how your
your
life
child.
should go.
Your child from 18. Okay, so what do you want to do? Is that what you want to do? I don't think this is right, but this is what I think. But it's all the decision is always ultimately.
Would you be
yours.
happy?
I swear to God in heaven, if my son was gay, I would be sad.
Okay.
If my daughter, I don't.
You don't care if it was your daughter.
Because women don't send you. You don't understand. They don't care. So, your son.
So you would only be sad if it was your son,
Because
not
that,
your daughter.
in my own opinion, that's like an affront that is, I don't care. I want to tarnish your image. That's
So,
you
so
would
your
feel
daughter
that it
won't
was your
tarnish
image
your
because
that
I
was
know
under-
that because I know that most gay men will hide their orientation from their fathers. They'll be open with their mothers because they know women are very receptive to this.
Right.
They would forever hide it from their fathers because they know that even if I saw a video of a footballer one time. He was getting a massage, and it was a guy that was massaging him, and his mother came and she was very
Why
what's
is the
going
guy
on here?
touching you?
In all honesty, if his father came, he could break that guy's head. Let's be realistic. In all honesty, if a gay guy tells his mom, I'm gay, she'll be like, why? no, my son, you can't be gay.
In
Try
Nigeria,
women.
let's be specific now.
Everywhere in the world, really, everywhere in the world. And I'm being honest. The truth is, if a guy looks to... So, the reason why I don't rate gay men is like, so, as you date like this, I mean, look at a woman. You leave all of that to flat wood. How? Like,
I'm sorry,
that
do you
was-
need
that
help?
was- that's-
You
no,
all
but
right?
how?
I'm
You
I,
okay?
I can never understand. If I was a woman, I'll probably still be attracted to a woman because there's something to look
Let me
at.
bring us back on real here.
Oh,
I
wait,
asked the question in the beginning. I said if that law did not exist, would things be different? I understand
Most
where you
probably,
went,
yes.
but
Most
I'm asking,
prob- most
I'm like
probably,
Gang
most
to,
probably.
to give us a take
I
here.
don't.
Gang.
Okay. When Femi said he was homophobic, I thought he was joking, but from some of the statements he has made, it's clear that he's very strong on this.
But let's be
Wait,
clear.
no,
I
no,
don't
Let's stick
think
to the,
women.
let's stick to the,
Here's the thing.
I don't
what
think
I
women-
postulated
I
now.
can't blame Femi because of our culture and our own orientation and how we were raised as Africans and Nigerians to think along those lines. Now, if this law didn't exist, let me tell you something that I'm not saying I know this for certain, but the law hasn't exactly stopped much.
It stopped nothing.
It hasn't stopped anything.
stopped nothing.
Do you understand? Because some of the people that are even behind those laws are
Can I ask one
have
question before we move on?
have questionable characters
I really
and
want to let
personalities.
you
One question.
take that
One
question.
question.
No, but let's
Just
very
one
short,
question.
Very short, because we have to take the messages that
Since
we
that law came into existence,
How many
have they
people?
arrested anyone?
None, bro.
No,
None.
Has
There was a
anyone
cut.
been? Has
There was
anyone?
a cut.
No, but that guy is walking free, though.
That threw that person into the limelight.
Limelight, but the guy is walking free.
Has anyone been prosecuted for
So
being
the law just
gay
needed to be
out there?
out there.
No, basically just
But-
a face-saving law. Like,
Because
okay,
they don't feel as
we're
if, like you
against
said,
gay people.
a lot of people feel as if these laws don't exist, people will be rampant all over the streets doing all
Wouldn't
sorts. No, they wouldn't.
They would.
It's
Because
not
we
man's
still have
nature
our
to be so.
culture.
It's exactly.
I wanted to answer your question. You
okay.
asked if that,
If that law wasn't there, would it be any different?
in its
Real quick,
existence, right? People will be getting married. Men will be
Get married to men, yes.
You would see it.
You will see
Your
it.
friend, who you know,
No.
gang will
No.
get married.
No. The answer is no. Let me tell you why.
Hang on,
Stop.
Let me tell you why that won't happen.
This gang hold on. This gang got 2023 gang.
No.
Because
this one.
this one, I don't know.
All right, guys. How deck, Femi, let's do the responses. We got quite a lot of them come in. Shayo 546 says, "You cannot be okay upstairs. This desire needs to bring his this desired need to bring his dirty linen to social media has to be a curse." I'm going to go real quick to the next one. Dolado here says, Edochie didn't seek permission before impregnating Judy. He should get out of here with the double standard. So once again, it's all the attacks on Yul, just like he said. But that's your opinion, people. It's all right. Xavier Araba says, "I strongly believe a couple of these women know that their husbands aren't straight. That's why they're perfect. They're perfect for each other."
Each other. Facts. God bless whoever sent this.
It's very easy to pick some of these things at
Yeah,
some point in time.
bro, like, it's
Sometimes,
easy.
let me know, like, you can be involved. I don't know, like, from my past life, there's a way you can be involved with a lady. You would know if she has had certain experiences with other women. Sometimes you can even ask the question. You can even ponder it to them and be like, "What's up?" And they'll be able to give you.
So at the beginning of the show, we said we're not doing an edu. Please stop.
Names, details.
Give us
For
details.
my exes, I can't remember who they are.
Moving on.
I'm not the kind of person that will tell my person.
Megan
"Leave your job for
899.
X."
Lagos is just another Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, it's Lekki and mainland. Freaky Diary here says, "This same woman," you're too excited, Femi.
No, but that name scary, freaking down. Like,
This same woman who's telling her husband to leave his job will be the one to frustrate him if he cannot put food on the table.
Exactly.
We actually highlighted that. God,
That's
I
what I'm
beg.
saying.
God bless you.
Sugary Tutu says,
What kind of names like
Let's
this?
Tutu, as in Yoruba name.
Sugary
Tutu.
Sugary tutu.
Yes, Tutu.
Okay.
It says, "This wife is funny, Sha. He can resign and still be fooling around with his ex if he wants
Babe.
to. Don't be foolish in 2024. No be for him. But the fact is that even if he resigns, he now has more time. If
More
you want to
time,
do a
bro.
shop manager, you can always say, Colette, I'm coming. Make sure you take care of the shop. He has got more. Fact.
Yes.
Very, very fact. And vocabulary, These names today, though, I like them.
Vocabulary.
No, not vocabulary. Focala BB or something like that. Says, we all need that old man's audacity and courage in 2024. And entitlement in 2024. Go out there and get it. Those are our entries. We've got a couple more. Let me see. Oh, yes, we do have a couple more. Now, check this one out. Outlook, thank you. Outlook, how could I miss you? Says Mazino.
Outlook should be on the show.
Outlook says, Outlook, you're mad. Outlook says, I'm joking.
You should know it should be on the show.
He said, Mazino, why are you gay? You're silly. But
Nice one. I like that. Nice one.
No,
in the general nature of the show, I'll take it.
No, but Outlook needs to be on the show.
I'll take it. Outlook, we'll invite you over.
No, it should be on the show.
Susan says, Mazino, you see these gay bred men? Their deception before marriage needs to be studied. One deceived my sister Sote. She caught him in the garage with their cook. Thank God she did not die from a heart attack. Why marry a woman, have children with her too? So the question is, why put them in that instance if you know your orientation is so and so? But
Because
I think
that's
there's
what
still the
marriage is
desire.
about.
I think there's still that desire to have offspring, whether you like
see,
it or
that's
not.
that's what marriage is about. Whether it's same-sex marriage or the regular marriage that we know, it's about two parties coming together and having children. You know, populating, birth, whatever it is. That's why you see lesbian relationships in countries where it's allowed. They want to adopt, or one of them wants to get impregnated. You also see two gay couples that want to adopt children as well. Marriage, at the end of the day, they want to parent kids. So that is why whether a gay person meets a straight lady or meets a lesbian and they end up getting married, that happens. You get me? And a lot of these people, truth be told, in terms of orientation, and I don't know how this started or how it all began, but for some reason, gay men have been targeted to the point that they have to hide it.
Targeted.
Yes. They can't come out and be like, I'm gay.
Especially in a country like Nigeria.
Especially in a country like this. So even if they tell this lady that, okay, I like you, but this is the... Even if you confide in the woman to an extent will
But gang,
still
on the
want
flip
to be
side,
married.
real quick, on the flip side, it seems that gay women aren't targeted. Lesbians are not targeted. In fact, they're celebrated.
Now,
In quotes, taken from what Femi has said,
to an
there's a
extent,
disparity for him.
to
Now,
an
we will close this show.
Now, to an
I swear.
extent. Now, let me break
Let
it
me
down
also
for you.
let you know that you'll be giving us the tip.
Yes.
And you are all
Now,
going to answer the tip.
to an extent, the problem with same-sex with women and is different from same-sex with men is when it comes to deal with penetration. Because a woman
How
cannot
did we
penetrate
get
you.
to
We gotta wrap
penetration?
up,
Let me
guys.
break it down for
It's
you.
almost
No,
Saturday.
no, please,
woman-
fill my glass.
No, this brand is not supporting the
today-
show.
No,
Fill
fill
it
it
on
on
the
that
counter.
tip.
Do you understand?
Barman.
So
So, Femi, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to cut you there.
All right, zoom in.
Femi, please, let's have
I'm
the
about to
tip.
destroy all three of them, one shot.
All right. Oh, you have to drink to it?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm scared. I'm
Okay.
shaking in my boots.
So,
This is for you.
this is
Whilst we're doing this,
Hold
right,
on.
before you talk, I
we
wanted to
don't
say,
have any
hold
time.
on. I just wanted to say something, right? I really liked where you came from, you know, what you said.
Quick.
But I wanted to ask, would it be okay if these gay people actually talk to these women and say, okay, you know, let's have an agreement. Can I be doing this and you'll be married
No,
to
but
me?
I honestly think
Can
that's...
we-
I
can we have that?
I think that's how it works.
Would that be okay?
I think that's how it works.
But let's do the tip because we
Zoom
don't
in.
have All right.
So, all three of you.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the issue. So let's assume you walk into your
Real
wife.
quick.
Yeah.
You walk in
On your
on
wife.
your, on your wife with another woman. What would you do?
I would-
I don't explain.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
I will join in.
I will be shocked.
Would you join in? Yes or no?
I
I don't want
wouldn't
to know
join
whether
in.
you're shocked.
I'll be shocked. How would I join in?
You won't join
I
in.
wouldn't be able to
I
get
would-
it up
it
anyway.
can never happen to me.
That's
can
it.
never happen to
You
me.
don't finish. Deck. You are my man for the year.
It can
Whack
never
me like
happen
you,
to me.
my
And so,
They say this to people.
leave them.
Rubbish.
Now they
You know
go,
that
now they go do and pass.
They go join.
They go
Lie,
join.
lie.
To this,
You go join.
zoom in. To these two guys, women are.
Is that your tip?
That's the tip.
Is
that's,
it-
that's the tip. That's everything.
Baby, if gang just stay like gang go they do like this. Baby, are you serious, baby?
You could have
Are you
told me.
serious?
You could have told me.
It's a grand show for the first one for 2024. We never know what direction it's going to go until the final 5 minutes, and very often it kind of like devolves into car crash.
No,
But that's what you come here to expect now, isn't it? It's all good. We've enjoyed it, hoping that you guys have as well. let me say thank you very much to everybody who's behind the scenes, everybody who makes this happen. Gag, what are you doing, Gag?
Keep shooting Zeno.
I don't.
Keep shooting Zeno.
Okay, so let's answer your audience. If you walk in on your wife
Oh dear.
with another woman, what would you do?
Send us a message.
Send us a message.
If you also walk in on your husband, what would you do?
Send us a message. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, no, next
week, please join us. It's going to be a grand show. Gang, what the?
Why are you gay? Why?
Good guy.
God,
You are gay.
Bye-bye.
You are gay.
Why are you gay?
They never cut this up.
They never
on social media.
cut
We're
that.
done.
But what you they look?
We'll be back next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
God,
No grief for anybody.
Nah, don't do it already.
No.